Chapter 3.
Finding a friend.
Finding a friend.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Chewing. Gross.
As you take a bite of something.
I'm eating my dinner.
Yeah, chewing. Gross. Crunch.
Well, it can't be crunch. It's a hamburger.
Whatever. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to be... So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? No. Nothing interesting.
There's a phone in this house? Oh, it's on the
Fuck,
wall.
where's the phone? Oh, it's on the other side of the wall. Hello?
What the hell is that supposed to say?
Beep boop bop, beep 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 boop bop bop. Calm down. Beep boop bop bop, beep boop bop bop. No, of course not. It was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there.
God, you're loud in my ears. I have to turn you guys down.
Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed.
She knows.
She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here. Understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh.
Play with the fridge door. Whee!
Oh, and Luca. You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know.
Oh, good job. You're supposed to shut that.
Oh. Achievement. Born in a barn. Left the faucet running or the fridge door open. Wow.
Jesus! You are not meant to be in a house.
The achievement covered the text box. I didn't even see that.
I'm in the backyard. I'm gonna check out the backyard.
Spam the icebox. Let's go read the book.
Oh,
No, never mind. Did
did you get stopped while you're in the backyard?
No.
Are you shut up! I went to the backyard and I got stopped by
A
the
faint
second
electronic
rose
sound
bush.
floated in the
Oh.
air.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air. Is that coming from inside the house?
Well, go answer him now.
What the
I'm-
fuck?
I'm standing in my living room.
Beep, 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 beep.
Fuck.
Meow.
Lay around in the living room.
Is it
What
coming
is
from
that beeping
upstairs?
sound? Who the fuck leaves the goddamn
Hello?
cupboard doors open?
Is anyone there?
I like how we both said hello at the same time. I'm like, ew. Wait, what's our room? It's a walkie-talkie!
Those the walkie-talkies we found last time. Holy shit, that's loud. Hello? Hello, is that you?
Oh, cute.
Is this a horror game? Over? strange. Huh. Okay,
Is that
then.
the door?
I don't know. I haven't gotten it.
Oh yeah.
Someone's at the door.
Hello.
Hello? No one's home. I'm gonna ignore it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. Hey, Roxy.
Uh-oh.
Is this about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Lula. Lula? Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last time? Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late, and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Uh-oh. Rolo. Where are you? Check the library for Rolo. But Grandma said not to leave the house.
I left the house.
I don't want to leave the house. Grandma said not to leave.
I'm going to the treehouse first. Hello? Rolo? Nope, no Rolo.
Alright, I guess we gotta leave.
I left, I broke. Well, the guy's sleeping now has a plant in front of him.
Can we go this way yet? Nope. What the fuck? Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival.
What?
This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait here until he gets back. I can't even talk to him. He's a sleeping dude.
Oh.
Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Pekin Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So, how about you start by telling me... Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. ... Gah, you joker. We're all part of this together. We'll let you... We'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions.
Excuse me. God damn it. Someone signed on and they're giving up the fucking reading log.
Hey, Jetson. Have you seen Rolo come by this way? Afraid not. And as elusive as the fish in here pond.
Oh, I went in the history museum. Oops.
Well, he's not in the treehouse. No treehouse. Just gotta make sure I talk to everyone.
I
Never
went
know.
into the museum that's down from the water fountain. Went the wrong way.
What the fuck? We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes.
Oh, I coughed and I shot my fries everywhere. Damn it.
Nice. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy and hearing people cough in my ear when I could be standing around. I know you can't control it. I'm doing nothing and getting paid for it.
I know I'm doing nothing. Fuck you.
Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. There's Roxy. My parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble?
Oh my god, don't go to the history museum.
Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weep Woods. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Turns out bees are pretty cool.
No, they're not.
When you go to the library, you find that out.
What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It just seems, oh, so terrible. And you sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Mr. Cotter. We'll turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Ah, yes. Miss Valentine has been more than accommodated. We were just telling our daughter Beck and that... Now, where did she run off to? The beacon? Let's talk to the alligator. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see that he's in danger. History Museum! Oh, who's this little pup?
Don't go in there.
Hey, Yeeson? History Museum! It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rolo in there? No, just the shadow of a family. Clinging onto a town, clinging onto the past. Cling. Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. Hey, Griffin, has Rolo been by? I haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. I'm starting to lose track of voices. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town.
Oh.
What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots.
I'm not gonna
And
skip
that is why
something just because you
cannot
say
tell
it.
the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one
What?
Sharper Valentine.
I said I'm not gonna go do
Young Sharper's
something.
keen intellect
I'm
and
not
strong
gonna do
willpower
something
led
because
to a
you've
grand
already
vision.
experienced it. And you're like, ah, don't
A
do that.
vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words,
I was joking, but if you're gonna be rude, then
I'm not
fuck
being
off.
rude.
singular mind
Fuck
can
off.
harness it.
No, you fuck off.
Lucky for us, he decided to
I
grow
can't.
that vision here
Yeah,
in Beacon
go fuck
Pines.
off.
And how does one grow
I
a
can't,
better
it's
tomorrow?
monthly time,
With
doesn't work.
fertilizer
No,
and
fuck off.
Valentine's fertilizer
People don't need to
company
hear
became
that.
the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose.
I don't care.
But then tragedy struck, A scientific
It's
experiment
natural.
gone wrong.
Deal with it.
An accident which took Sharper away from us far
What the
too
hell?
soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest
Oh.
isn't enough to stop the people
Now
of
I
Beacon
have some.
Pines.
Okay.
The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow
Where you
his
at?
example and grow a bountiful future.
I'm watching the museum thing.
Hey, Paul, by the Valentine family,
God,
that's
you haven't
what
been to the
I
library yet? God, you're so freaking slow.
Oh my god. Usually I like to explore. That was
That's what I've done. I already did that.
unhelpful. Yeah, but
You're
you're
just
also
slow.
not reading everything out loud like I am.
No, I don't
That's
have
why
to.
I'm abnormally slower than you.
Isn't it recording where they can see your screen?
Yes,
So why are you reading it out loud if they
because
can read
I
it
like
themselves?
reading it out loud.
People got eyeballs.
I know they have eyeballs, but some people like to put on a video and listen.
Okay, whatever.
The phone booth was
I
brand
know
new.
we're outside
Part of
when you
Perennial
finish the
Harvest's
library
Beacon
part.
Pines Reborn initiative.
Oh, the library
it
is
didn't
open.
see much use.
I didn't see that.
That's why you have to go to the library to search for Rolo.
I completely forgot. I was reading so much I forgot what the fuck I was supposed to do.
Your mission is to go to
There
the
were
library
rarely
to find
any actionable new
Rolo.
additions. Simply a variety
And then I
of
get
existing
distracted
content
from
rotated
fucking
into the front
explaining to
display
you
each
why
week.
I'm reading everything out loud.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not fooling anyone.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Melitology. Ahem. Oh my god. The voice. Oh, hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. Good book? Don't know, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books. I haven't read it yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool.
Told you.
For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in the underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first person to know. Jesus fucking Christ. There's this little husky dog over here. Jace? Hase? Jace. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
Mycological phosphorescence.
There you are.
Ugh. More like Myco complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
observing one of those shelves. Huh. Okay.
Did you go to every single bookshelf?
I'm getting
All
to
the
it.
cobs I've eaten.
No.
A salad
Oh, hurry up!
for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries.
I know. Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries.
Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it
I'm
was
keeping
flour.
my mouth shut on that one.
The
I just
recipe
come out
so
of your
easy
mouth.
You'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
A book of himself by himself. Oof. I wasn't paying attention. Achievement! Nerd!
Told you. Nerd.
Fucking love it. Oh my god. Now this kid's out here. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah. Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work?
She's a girl, right?
Yeah? I'm trying to base it off of the voice, or the sound of their chippering.
You're doing horrible girl voices right now.
I'm a guy! I can't do girl voices. This is why we're supposed to be in sync and talking to the same people at the same exact time, so you can do girl voices.
Hell no. I
Of
ain't
course
talking to
not.
I'm not talking to your viewers.
No, you're just here to make snarky fucking responses.
I'm here to make them giggle and laugh and smirk while they're paying attention at the same time.
Yep. Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections.
Lana.
She would tell
Hush.
you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well,
Yeah, that part's
that
sad.
sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up! What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny.
What?
Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh. That's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night.
What is this way? I never thought.
Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep eye out for him, would you? Of course.
Oh.
Bees.
Luca peeked up at the beehive.
Interesting.
It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, The Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Excuse me.
I never actually, like, observed.
The Valentine
mansion.
mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Maybe I might get a trinket. Or whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called.
Through mushroom matter. I'm throwing mushrooms at the chick that's following me.
Yeah, is she reacting?
She just stares at me.
Well, there wasn't much dialogue at the mansion area. Oh. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Throw a mushroom! Oh.
Okay, with a stick.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
This is sort of normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science! And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick!
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
Oh.
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool!
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Oh my god.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Oh my god.
Hey, Tish, look at what the cat dragged in.
Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy.
Aw, don't say that. Things like that hurt. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish?
Yep. She looks fine to me.
Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot Tish.
Yep.
You've probably heard of us.
Can't say I have.
I forgave you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dude? ...
No, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you?
Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him?
Shut up.
It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him.
Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family.
Well, look who's gone a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
If there's a fight option, I'm gonna fight his fucking ass.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's
I'm
eyes.
waiting.
His fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different
Because I'm
from the
hoping to
city.
God your answers are the same as mine.
But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Tickle? Is that what you're wanting to go with?
Oh, well, I have tickle or strange.
Yeah, tickle and strange.
There's only one you can pick.
Tickle?
It's kind of weird to go, well, it's time to bust out the straight.
Okay, I'm going tickle then.
I'm guessing it's tickles.
Well, time to bust
Tickles.
out the tickles.
Hey, Tish, want to see something cool? Yep.
I can't.
Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yep. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup. Yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yup. What
Just happened.
She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on
I
his face
see.
that
So
he
we
was
did pick
now
the right one.
outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa! What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Whoa.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh God.
Chapter 4.
Wow, chapter 4, huh?
The best policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rolo was his primary concern.
Okay. Off to search for more Rolo.
Oh, Jesus.
Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Was that? No? Okay. We can't go anywhere further from here. Oh. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rolo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rolo and I were just playing in Weep Wood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rolo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around and I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rolo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here, leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait at the treehouse in case Rolo shows up. I'm gonna take a mushroom with me. No, it doesn't leave the fucking thing.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. No, that's your tinnitus. But dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rolo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Okay, what's with the boss music? What the fuck? Rolo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rolo liked to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank.
Okay.
And he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there is something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
We've only got one option here.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rolo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rolo and I were messing around at the old warehouse, Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rolo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands
The door
now.
latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
That's not part of the dialogue.
Shush.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet.
What the fuck?
The inside of the phone booth was
This is
now
a
a
horror
loose
game.
capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
I wonder
Okay.
if you try strange instead of tickle.
Yeah, that's the only other option we have. Because if something has a check mark next to it, that means we've done everything that we could with it.
Yeah.
So it wants us to go back and choose strange. Well, time to bust out the strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Dot dot dot.
Alrighty, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath.
Excuse me. Dot dot dot.
What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck
Dot, dot, dot.
stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's
Whoa.
weird when people don't talk. Yelp. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Arg!
Iggy's clothes
Oof.
were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
The struggle.
I don't feel so good. If...
I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit!
Yep. Question mark.
That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rolo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rolo. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town?
We were just helping look for Rolo.
Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where is he?
Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
It's funny, really. He's got a little turned around in the woods. They could be disorienting, you know. I am starting to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest.
Wow, that's a relief.
You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves.
Yeah, come on, Beck. Can't wait to introduce you to Rolo.
Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you.
She was?
She was worried sick. You should march straight home.
I guess.
Bex, your folks might be getting word too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow.
Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rolo was safe. A
Is
wave
he,
of
though?
relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
We already did chapter 4.
Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath
Oh, that was
and
chapter 4
gingerly
with
opened the door,
the
steeling
end.
himself for Gran's wrath.
So this is the proper chapter 4. Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Not out here. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rolo is safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So, Gran's not back yet? I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. He just plops onto the bed.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!"
Oops.
Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Damn, what a dream.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rolo? Beep boop bop, beep boop bop bop.
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rolo, is that you? Beep boop bop, beep boop. Luca! Beep boop bop, beep boop boop. There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God! Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rolo's voice was coming through more clearly now. but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was... took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust... He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I could barely hear you.
Rolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to the treehouse. The treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna at the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse.
Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me.
What?
A part that's in this game.
Are you ahead of me?
Luca heard
Just
a
a
group
little.
of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we
Okay,
have...
Stop being and going.
So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Iris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. I said I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in
The
agreement?
three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Ah!
Now, did you see what scared the shit out of me?
Don, you scared me. How long have you
The
been there?
squeaky sound of this guy's voice is so cute.
Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and the Gran enter the diner together.
Okay, you ruined it.
When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigator for a reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here.
What do you think they're up to?
Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined.
They mentioned the festival.
Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange?
She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door.
A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems.
She was either furious or terrified. Or both.
Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime.
I will.
Oh my god.
Aren't you coming out?
Now I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca.
Slowly fades behind the bush.
I just got done with that spot. What was the... You can't go down, can you? No, you...
No, you can't go down. I did it. I changed the sign.
Oh, we were going to the...
Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is
The
good.
two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Oh.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Okay. Are we going into the...
I'm fishing.
You're fishing?
Yeah, for some reason it had...
Oh, there's a cutscene. Whoa, look at all those things!
Luca tied a small magnet to the line.
Oh, we can keep
Fishing
coming
with
back
the
here
law
after
of
we get more
attraction.
stuff. Give it a good cast now. Hiya! A key!
sinker.
Where do you think
New
this
one.
key is? Where do you think the lock is for this key? Now, why would we want to find that? Because then we would know the secret. That's no fun. Second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now, this key could unlock anything. Cool.
Excuse me.
Smack.
Luca stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook.
A toy stretchy hand.
Those things always get dirty anyway.
Yeah. Oh! You don't know your own strength. Did I lose that? Oh no, I didn't lose
Luca
that.
stuck a toy stretchy.
Okay.
Those things always get dirty.
You just have to retry. Okay. So you can break the line. I wanted to test that. There we go. A necklace. A beaded necklace. Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry. That's a sweet thought, Buckaroo. But I'm not sure she'd fully appreciate a pond bracelet.
Luca wrapped some
Cling.
tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
Paper.
Okay, treehouse.
It's got a
Damn
bunch
boring.
of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pine CBD and its surrounding areas has been rejected. Who is that for? Applicant Valentine Estate. Good. Good.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
message in a bottle. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Did I get all of them? I got all of them.
Luca placed a sinker. Sometimes the
Alright. That's it for the memory. To the treehouse. Lights are on. Radio. Rolo? Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? Oh. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a
Oh,
moment,
I know who it
trying
is.
to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
Oh, it's Iggy's fault, definitely Iggy's fault. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control.
So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever.
There must be a way to fix this.
Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weep Wood. I only came in here to hide.
Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards!
What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me.
What sort of questions?
They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening.
We're gonna figure this out, Iggy.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Hello? Is anyone present? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Really nice. Nice knocking.
Crap, they found me.
Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. I'll stay here. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh my god. That's eerie. They're all the same. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there.
Who's out there? Is it them?
Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them.
How many?
Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear your thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rolo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us a heck of a scare.
Go away, just leave me alone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help.
Help? Then why were you chasing me?
Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal there? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need to I need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rolo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies.
Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us a heck of a sore throat. Yeah, and it's giving me one too. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rolo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You can't decide how this ends. Yeah, I can.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap.
Watch me.
What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew up himself and decided to take the only option they had left. I mean, fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to
It's
take
the only option.
option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Good shot.
Rolo sends his regards. Oop. Hey! That was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
In this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes.
Oh, wait a
The
minute.
end. That escalated quickly.
Where you
Maybe
at right now?
discretion was the
That
better
escalated
part
quickly.
of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Let me know when the tree pops up on yours.
Tree popped up.
So if you go all the way to the left where it says Warehouse of Horrors,
Yeah, struggle.
I was gonna say I have one that doesn't have a check mark.
Yeah, because we just picked that one up, I think. When did we pick that one up? I don't know when
I
we
don't
picked that up, but going with struggle. This was chapter 1. Struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard
Oh,
object,
I see.
maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone.
Pepper 3.
Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard
Everything's
as he could,
just
the shape that
fine.
still held
It's
fast to his
plain
leg.
dandy. What are you talking
He
about?
heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door.
Butt's going numb in this freaking
He
chair.
never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Okay, so we're at the storyline where he went there by himself.
Bradley, Luana.
Everything's fine.
That's enough.
Everything's fine.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night,
Uh-huh.
so that'll need to get delivered into town today.
God, my voices are getting mixed again. Okay.
So what did you do? Nope.
That's not her voice.
So what did you do?
Nope. That's not either.
Bradley, knock that shit off.
So what did you do?
What did
Stop.
you and Rolo get up to yesterday?
Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town.
I set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag in Wag. Another for Mrs. Vitale at the diner.
Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wanted some more.
I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for the enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Vitale and Tolliver get the ones on top.
No problem.
Off with you now while the day is still young.
Just making a phone call.
Beep boop. Hello. Is Juniper Hartford? It's Juniper Hartford. Beep boop bop beep boop. Beep beep bop boop boop boop. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. Beep boop bop beep 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 boop bop. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Beep boop bop beep 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 beep. Very well. We can meet tonight.
Ooh, walking around with some jam in my hand. Rolo! Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy could be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? ... So, what did you find?
Give me the dirt.
Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after that. Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Ugh. Meet me at Mission Control.
Roger that, Space Cadet.
Boop boop doop doop. Boop-a-doo, delivering jam. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo, ba-doo, boop, boop, boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Don't have time to talk to people today, even though the bug guy is over here. I might want to talk to him. I like giving his voice. Da 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 da. Hey, did-doo. Watch your step. Oh, sorry.
There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing.
I thought they were just sort of wandered around.
Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay.
It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began.
You think the noise scared them away?
Something like that. I just watch where you step, okay?
I'm starting to lose track of voices. You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. This is killing my voice. Are you the lady that I need to give the jam to? No, won't let me talk to any of these. I thought I had to go to the cafe.
Diner.
The diner?
The blue arrow that points in front of the city hall.
Oh.
Behind the bat stand.
Ah, the diner. There we go. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
Oh, God. You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not remember. You and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Break. Ooh, we got a new one.
Interesting.
I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep your mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Ah, yes. Let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. What's over here? Do we talk to him? He's the one interested in Grandma, right? I don't think I want to talk to him yet.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. Who's the other person we give?
Who all did you give so far?
Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Heiress Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Heiress, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front of this morning's paper was just consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes. That is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum.
Okay,
nor the
I'm
foundation.
on pause.
Okay.
I'm after...
Their conversation?
I just got done where the black cat, or whatever she is, just ran away from me.
Okay. I'll get up to that point and pause the recording.
I have to go to the restroom.
Okay.
Back.
Nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss... I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more interested in the town's future.
rather than any one family in particular.
Humph. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about.
Well, things change, ma'am. And you know change is dangerous.
If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy.
My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine.
Did I give you the impression that this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Jesus Christ, why? Of course it's a family of fucking dogs that are the hostile ones here. Of course. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all, in equal parts, everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Yep.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry.
No bother, ma, no
He
bother.
leaned forward
No bother, ma,
and
no bother.
lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I should put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course! Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Why the fuck is he so weird? How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Jesus fucking Christ. Bratty ass kid. Oh, actually, I need to go talk to, the mayor? Is he at the diner? The mayor is at the diner?
If I could just if I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn.
Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. Oh.
It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing.
Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking?
Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy.
That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Let's talk to the bat. Hey, Don. Hi, Luca. What's up? They got you on jam delivery, huh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perino Harvest. And the other's working for Here is Valentine. And? The Valentines represent both Pecan Pie's past. Bruno Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Okay, now we go all this way. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose that is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case...
Snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your Gran. Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, And what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona. Ilona? Beck's parents. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's good.
I was surprised by that.
I mean, I'm not as surprised. I'm just intrigued. That's great. There needs to be more games where there's same-sex couples. Where are Beck's parents?
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
So that makes her a mouse? No, she's adopted. Obviously. Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feeling like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax now. My friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him, and he said he would love to. It's just... wonderful! In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. This is getting. Okay, where do you want to talk? Who do you at the voice now? Where am I going? No, not down there. I guess I'm going back this way.
Past the statue.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Jeff. Yeah, it's Jeff. Good morning, Jeff.
What's good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me.
Oh, come on now. It's not all bad. The festival is coming up.
The festival.
I'm
Oh
from
man, Valentine used to put a cockamine shindigs all the time.
Oh my god, you said that so
You unplugged your mic?
Where did that get us?
Well, it's perennial harvest pudding on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town.
Yeah, as far as I see it, the difference between the Valentine Company and the new perennial harvest outfit.
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
Is the difference between this whole this empty can, the soup can, and this brown bandana.
But those are both garbage.
Exactly.
Alright, cool.
Oh, that's the wrong way. Damn it.
Guess we're going to make it up with Beck. Going this way. Do. So, who lives in that house? Iris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? Bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
Moodwills?
Ilona
Okay.
Moodwill was worried about
Ilona.
change. A gardener
Is
at
that what she
heart,
just said?
She understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love.
Hey,
Couldn't
Luna.
find the dishes.
Hi,
We'll
Luna.
have to make do with
Hi,
paper
Luna.
plates. dinner went by without much conversation.
Or
As she
Iluna.
watched Beck and Luca finish up their
Close enough.
pizza, Ilona let herself relax
Ilona,
into the
okay.
chair. The things she cared about were still here.
Oh.
Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, tell us a bit about yourself. Yeah, where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing? Missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Oh no. Remember the name tag?
Mm-hmm.
It said deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed
Fertilizer.
to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't!
Beck slammed her fist into the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca. How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
What do you want to go with, dear?
Rumble sounds better than anything.
Okay, we'll go Rumble then.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before this storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Oh. Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
Gross.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his
Wow.
hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh wow. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not the exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pugnit.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the thing. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them, is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Superhero landing. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. At least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. One thing my dad told me when I was little: don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I've figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something, anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks! I hate it. I hate it at that. I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Brah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. How? I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5.
Ooh, have we hit chapter 5 yet?
Friendly Feud.
Are you there?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The air was heavy with a hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things.
The smell of wet things.
Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rolo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rolo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
To the treehouse. Oop, what's the bat doing out here? Oh yeah, she is a bat.
Ugh.
Hey Don, tracking down a lead.
You bet! I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a particular last will and testament.
Peculiar? How?
He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions.
Like, what?
The document stipulated that his heiress had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer.
Solomon?
Bingo!
So, Harris was forced to take care of him.
Yep, or she would have lost everything.
Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid?
Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats.
That explains why Harris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out?
A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca.
Alright, cool. To the treehouse. I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Oh, wrong path then. Ooh, why is the telephone booth on? Okay, it's not gonna tell me why it's on.
Wee.
Alligator's still out here reading a book. Oh. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume that this means all festival preparations have completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit. It's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Great. They're a bunch of fucking work-happy fucking animals. Bless you. Rolo, you still up there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back, never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh? What makes you think that? Say that. Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house. And you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, The storm rolled out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long, and the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting for so late for you, but I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh, wow. What a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your Gran doesn't even care. You could stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this. If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around.
The words hung in the cold night air.
Motherfucker.
Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rolo. Dang it.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rolo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Ooh, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
He slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rolo's still gonna go to the festival. Humph. He's gonna be miserable.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca? So you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Lucas still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rolo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca?
Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwill. Said she met you yesterday.
What did she say? Is she here?
She was just dropping by, and told her you weren't taking visitors today.
Oh.
She seems nice.
Yeah.
You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in?
Maybe later.
Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
What the fuck?
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. What, Dad? If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? Mom?
No, dear.
No, dear. Echoing. Babe. Babe.
'Cause I'm at chapter 6 on my screen, so I'm waiting for you.
Well, you're ways ahead of me.
I just got done with that whole scene when in his room.
Mm-hmm.
So let me unplug my headset so I can finish this mattress.
All right. No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Anything you want to talk about?
I don't feel like talking.
That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter.
But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other.
But he said stuff about Dad.
Well, do you think he meant it?
No. He was just mad.
Mm-hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him?
No.
Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accept. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you?
I guess not.
Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize.
But he's the one that...
What did I just say?
Buy him a corn dog.
That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch.
All right.
I love you, Luca.
I love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6.
Chapter 6.
Through thick and thin.
Through thick and thin.
Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds
Why do I
can
always
become
have
the
to
wrecking
this
ball
goddamn
that shatters
sister?
them. Luca emerged from seclusion,
No,
taking
I don't want
in
you
the
to tell me
crisp
shit. I don't
festival
even want-
air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind.
Especially while she's rolling her goddamn eyes.
He had to find Rolo.
Alright, time to go find Rolo. I'm gonna head up just for the sake of it. We haven't been up here for a while.
I went and played in the dandelions.
You played in the what?
Dandelions.
No.
I was playing in it, and then I came down here and ran into his freaking sister. We go down here yet? What is down this way?
Oh, there's his sister. There you are. Luca.
Shit.
Well, I wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
I'm in love with you.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle,
Get your bed out,
Luca.
Luna.
My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Space adventure, though, you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet.
Pull it out.
Alright, time to talk to everybody again. Unique New York, unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens, no. Well, break a leg. Gift me the gift of the gift sock. Or whatever the fuck that just said. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exclave. And it's not even just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festivals just spooked them. Yeah, maybe just that's it. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kern's speech at the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. And this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it! No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fitz. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all.
Jeff was staring into the distance
it's pronounced
with a
Jeff.
wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright?
Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know?
I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Every single time. Yep. Wait for it.
Unexplained sound once again noted.
Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones.
Jesus Christ.
Ain't moving.
Treehouse, I'm guessing? Did you hear? After Mr. Kern gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. Okay, so not supposed to be at the treehouse. Talk to everybody here. Da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. You're most welcome to my welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. He met his old friend's eyes, and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! This is no time for fractured friendships. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying? I wanted to see what all the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Look at backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? Books? That's what I figured.
I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit. Were you... Okay. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed.
Good.
Now will you tell me what you needed it for?
It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy.
This isn't going to harm Mr. Kern, is it?
All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Okay, weirdo. Alright, Batty, what you got? Yawn.
I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for?
The way I figured it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons.
Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first, too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I tell you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor?
A special guest? Who?
I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal.
Alrighty. Back to sleep you go then. Batty. Let's go check out ice cream. Kid. Look, did you know? That Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated. A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. ... What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking. Emergency services. Okay, cool. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Alrighty then. Achievement! Another achievement. Melon kicker. Found a way to kick the watermelon. Oh, if you're moving while trying to hit A on the watermelon, you'll kick it. Alright, cool. I love finding secret achievements. Let's go up behind the cafe, see if there's anybody up there to talk to. You guys...
So that, the Shrieker, the lights that we went to,
The what?
the lights we went to,
Yeah?
they made it to where now you have to, like, reserve a time and buy tickets.
Yeah.
And it's completely sold out the rest of this year.
Damn.
Yeah, we don't get to go see them.
That sucks. Hi, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Sorry all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Ooh, she has a crush on Griffin. Ooh. The library, somewhere quiet.
Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with
Hey,
excitement.
Luca. I don't know. I've so many voices. I forget voices. So they're gonna change over time. I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Oh, I didn't even. I didn't even purposely fucking solve the riddle. The first? Oh, you didn't know that was all, did you? Rolo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. On planet Farpil, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay, let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it! Some fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know? Hank Atomic Shrink-O-Ray doesn't technically shrink stuff. It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else. Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right. Sorry.
Luca grabbed the Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf. Luca grabbed the Modern Science...
Okay, on planet Farpool, you may take issue with the fifth king dies. You'll need a tissue.
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5, from the shelf.
Volume 5, huh?
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Issue number 5.
Luca grabbed The 5 Pillars of Success from the shelf.
5 Pillars of Success.
Luca grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide, from the shelf. Luca grabbed 500 Meals for One Big Pot from...
I think I'm gonna go with Hank Atomic issue 5.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Let's go with that. Ah! You found it!
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp.
Okay, that was easy.
As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rolo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently, he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rolo. Now, let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in... Grub. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift. In. Grub. Cart. Griffin. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Oh, that's why Griffin was kind of evasive. Wee, jump around, jump around. Griffin, I found the thing.
Hey, Griffin. Did Rolo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. Thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tugged at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh my god, I walked past him. God damn it.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Coffee. Near the fountain up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. That was an easy solve. Go up the steps of the coffee place. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stuff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rolo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard. Ugh. I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. An airplane? Or a balloon. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah.
I hear something stupid.
Well then. Huh.
As soon as I got that last riddle, I left and I ran past Rolo.
You
I was
didn't,
trying to figure out the riddle.
you didn't
and
even
I
notice
just
him?
Completely. Yeah, I just completely ran past him. Like, hi, bye.
Hi, bye.
Oh,
Oh.
I need to stop at you anyway.
You're my friend that I had a fight with that I'm supposed to meet up with and solve riddle.
I just ran right past him and I was looking around saying, oh, it's for riddle. And
Nice.
then I went back to the area and I'm like, oh, look, it's Rolo. With balloons.
Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But here, you've earned this.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Oh.
Flight. Ooh, that flight one is gonna
No one heard that.
probably be used on the fight one. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you weren't supposed to let... You were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh. Sorry. Now you have apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo. Still my turn. I feel like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aww. Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snip where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Head to the treehouse with Rolo. Yeah, I got balloons. Look at me walk around with balloons. Wee, balloons. Woo. Balloons. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I've already talked to everybody. I'm not talking to them again. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
No. I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
So getting tired.
Are you? It's only 9:30. And we did start this pretty early, though. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble to just to apologize. I know, but we'd be looking forward to the festival for weeks, after I ruined everything with my big mouth. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We could still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the
It
fireworks.
was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What the fuck?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. 2 boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
What the fuck? So we have two options that are available to us now.